Runners coming forward, that's it. We have action at Necarne for day 2 here in 2025 as they head away. Doubly Best is going to be one of the first to show in company with, as they make their way on towards the first, Shawnee Con. But up front, as they head towards fence number 1, it is Shawnee Con over in front with Doubly Blessed on the inside. Land the plane between runners, and they in turn are being followed by Fortis. We cut out as they continue to make their way on around into the bend that's going to take them around the top of the track, and as they do so, out front with the advantage, it is Doubly Blessed under Rob James as we wait for them to reappear between the trees. And as they continue on the downhill run, they'll shortly be reappearing back into clear view. Just waiting for them to come back into view, and it is Doubly Blessed on the inside, Shawnee Con towards the outside, and they in turn are being followed next in the field by Voodoo King with Land the Plane, and Fortis Libra is next, and they in turn are being followed next up in the field by the black jacket of Litigue. Behind Litigue then races the first of the Sean Doyle runners in the contest, that's Charlie's Getaway, and they in turn are being followed next up by Coral Thunder, and last of all early on is Hello Sunny. Making their way now on towards number 3, and out front it is Voodoo King towards the outside of down the inside Doubly Blessed, and they in turn are being followed next in the field by Shawnee Con, who in turn has been tracked next up by the black jacket of Fortis Libra, and next up and behind them then races Land the Plane. These in turn then are being followed as they make the bend around the bottom by Charlie's Getaway with Litigue, and right behind these then races the next one racing, which is the red jacket of Coral Thunder, and last of all is Sunny, Hello Sunny. And over the next one they go. The fence will be lasting a couple of circuits time, and as they do so, Hello Sunny was slow towards rear there, but it is Doubly Best and Rob James who have the advantage, no more than 3 parts of a length to the second running Shawnee Con and Sean Staples. Back in third behind these is Voodoo King and Jamie Scallon, and they in turn are being followed by Fortis Libra and Barry O'Neill. Next up and behind these then races the next one racing, which is Charlie's Getaway and Jack Hendrick. Towards that one's outside the red jacket of Coral Thunder and Frankie Murphy. They in turn are being followed next up as they meet the climb by Land the Plane and Decky Lavery with Litigue and Brian Lawless, and last of all is Hello Sunny and Dara Higgins. Out over the fence to the top of the track they go, and continue now to make their way into the bend that's going to take them along the top, and it is still this Doubly Blessed to be caught. They in turn have been followed back in second spot as they go out of view by Voodoo King, and next up and behind them then races Shawnee Con as we wait for them to reappear. They've got a good run now before they come back into view. They'll be on their way towards their next fence. They'll be jumping, which will be number 7 this time. And out front when they disappeared, it was Doubly Best who held the advantage. Voodoo King and Shawnee Con sitting in behind them as they continue now to make the downhill run, shortly coming back into clear view. And it is over on the far side, Voodoo King from down the inside. That's Doubly Blessed. They in turn have been followed by Litigue, and then comes Shawnee Con, and they in turn have been tracked over by Fortis Libra, who in turn has been followed next up in the field by Land the Plane. Behind Land the Plane then is Getaway Charlie, and then there are a couple of lengths in front over Hello Sunny, and last of all is Coral Thunder. Making their way now on into the bend that's going to take them on towards their next fence, and as they do so, out front it is Voodoo King from Doubly Blessed on the inside. Back in third behind these then is Shawnee Con, and they in turn are followed over by Fortis Libra, Land the Plane and Litigue. They're in front of Getaway Charlie, who in turn is clear of the last one going, which is Hello Sunny, as calling it a day there was Coral Thunder. Swinging back into the home straight, on their way now towards the fence that will be their last of the circuit's time, 6 in the finish this time, number 9 in all, and as they do so, out front with the advantage it is Doubly Blessed from towards the outside Voodoo King, precious little cues between them. They in turn are being followed next in the field by Shawnee Con with Land the Plane who's next, and they're being tracked by Fortis Libra. Right behind them again, Getaway Charlie with Litigue next, and they're in front over Hello Sunny. Making their way on towards the fence that is 5 fences from the end, and as they do so, out front with the advantage, it is close to call between Voodoo King towards the outside. Towards the inside is Doubly Best, and they in turn are being followed next up in the field by Litigue, who in turn has been tracked by Shawnee Con. Fortis Libra and Land the Plane are right in behind these, and they in turn are being tracked next up in the field by Getaway Charlie, clear over Hello Sunny. Out over the fence that is 4th in the finish, and racing into the bend at the top of the track, and it is Doubly Blessed from in second spot races Voodoo King. They in turn are making their way around the bend in front of Shawnee Connors next, as they disappear from view now and make their way on around the bend. That's going to take them back into the back straight. They have 3 fences and all left to jump when they reappear, and out front with the advantage as they do so, it is still this Doubly Blessed towards the inside. They in turn are being followed by Land the Plain. Back and behind these then in third race is Lidicu, who in turn has been followed by Shawnee Con. The long-time pace setter Voodoo King has dropped right out. Charlie's Getaway is just ahead of that one in company with Fortis Celebra, who made a bad mistake there. Racing now on their way towards the second last fence, and out front this Doubly Blessed appears to travel best at this point from the second running Lidicu. Back in third behind these there's Land the Plain, and they in turn are being followed by a drifted along Shawnee Con. Next up and behind these then races Charlie's Getaway, and being eased there towards the back of the field is Voodoo King, and also being eased is Fortis Celebra. Out over the second last though with the advantage goes Doubly Best. He's 5-6 clear over the second running Lidicu. Back in third behind these and hard driven is Shawnee Con. Down the inside then in the yellow jacket is Land the Plain. They in turn are being followed by Charlie's Getaway. Straightening on up, 1 fence left to jump in the Coral in the Goffs Spring Sale 4-year-old Auction Maiden, and Doubly Blessed is clear here as he runs down towards his 14th and final fence. He comes to it slightly sluggish head over, but no problems, and he's safely clear, and on the way up towards the line it's going to be Doubly Blessed to continue Rob James's fine season. Doubly Blessed wins and wins well from back in. Second spot is going to be Shawnee Kong. Good battle on for the third, possibly to Charlie's Getaway the near side, and over the far side was Land the Plain. The judge confirmed that, and we lost Lidicu at the last.